1910. You have those on a regular basis. And now the climate has already changed. I know we talk about it all the time, but the climate produces climate now. For instance, if the car fire might have been the first, but the one up in Santa Rosa, if you notice the fires now in California, they burn everything down to brick. When you look out of the neighborhood, there's nothing left but a chimney, if this made out of brick. It's the only thing that's left. If they didn't have a fireplace, it's flat. That's the way things look now, right? Okay. That means that before a forest fire or what have you was a forest fire, but now they produce their own. Can you imagine a hurricane fire swirling up fresh oxygen and making that fire so hot it could probably melt? It melts things. It's so hot. It's like a blacksmith. But now it's the whole neighborhood. It's trees, houses. Okay. That's why we're more in a outward look. Only Allah knows the last days, but this is beginning to look like what you hear about the last days looking like, right? I mean, this is a scriptural period we're living in. It's just scriptural. Both Bible and Quran. It's just strictly Quranic. Right? That's the season we're living in. Okay. So that means that this battle space mentality that we have is not paranoia, it's not nothing. We are sane people looking at insane people not paying no attention to nothing. And they ain't thinking about it. And they got the rich white folks flying up in outer space and coming back like it's Disneyland, right? And they making so much money off of the not so smart people, right? That they can do that. What the heck? I'll take my brother and my cousin, we'll just go up for a flight, a little orbital, suborbital flight, and we'll come down. Right? It's pitiful. And it ain't no big deal, but to see them do that is helpful for us, because eventually the people will say, hey man, with all this stuff going on, why aren't they helping? Okay, it's getting everything is getting close. So this is what we want to do, is do our part. We're not want to become a world-class organization. We have been for decades. And everybody spoke about us, whether it's Dr. Kaleem Siddiqui or anybody else, they spoke about us in those terms. Then, no matter how far back it was. Okay. The people here that try to pretend, like they feel if we keep them out of the news, if we make our people famous, like for us, if they make Abdul Malik and Mukhtar and all those guys famous, right? It's just pitiful. Number one, they haven't said nothing. Number two, they haven't did nothing. And number three, the people, the whole community have showed their behind. Like we're going to just lay everything out, and guess what? Everybody's going to look at them. They're not going to look at me. They thought if we put everybody on their team, and we taught for years that every child, when they graduate, should have to stand up on, get a worldwide tour, and then they have to stand on the stage for a certain amount of time in the assembly and have everybody point at them, laugh at them, and giggle back and forth, and they got to stand there. That's what we said. We said that for years. So they'll realize them niggas out there just talking. That ain't nothing. Right? The surveys and the studies that they did, that petty stuff works on people. You will have to come through something where it don't affect you, and it don't. So what I'm saying is, we've had to evolve with this, but we are way out in front. When they do something, it's like somebody told me in '81 when we was doing stuff at our Masjid, some of the family, we could get you some paperwork and credentials that say you're a doctor, so-and-so. You know, because for them that was prestige. I said, a PhD? This is what I said then. I said, those people are dummies. They ain't nothing like, this is in '81, of course. PhD, pretty darn stupid is what they are. Right? To them, family and friends, those people are brilliant. I said, them people ain't brilliant. And it's no prestige for me, right? For me to get a phony or honorary, I go and walk across the stage, they give me an honorary. A PhD is something for community service above and beyond the call to duty, anything like that. I said, no, I ain't gonna do that. I said, them people is dummies. A PhD then was a dummy. Imagine now. Okay, here's what I'm trying to say. Not only do we recognize what should be done, but we try to do what should be done. Okay, like right now, all the stuff, homelessness and all of that, helping the poor and the needy, those are the things going around to different universities. Okay, we're starting that. It's not like a certain time, but we're into that already. We're already into that. Okay, so the time to teach the world. If we can do it by ourselves, anyone can do it. In other words, the stuff that we've been doing, we've survived all of that nickel and dime stuff. So we are a world-class movement. And every now and then, you can hear it from, you can hear it when you're talking to people and they're responding according to what you're saying. You can tell the relationship is, is, like I say, Ayatollah Clarence. There's no doubt about it. It's clear. It's not bragging, but it's just clear. And it don't make no difference what all of them do and what all of them do. It has no difference with nothing. None. It would be good if the people who have came through here would honor the Negro position and live up to it and share it, because it would be good. But if they don't, it don't have nothing to do with us. They just didn't do it. They just followed the cowards, and they took them and scalped them up and took them out in the woods where they won't be of any good to anybody. But they out there in the woods and they won't be no harm to nobody either. You see, they can't do anything. Anyway, battle space mentality. I hope I'm not starting a sentence and finishing it and then zipping around, but this is an important period. The main thing is for us all to understand that, and it's a growing period too, and we don't know when big dilemmas kick in, or the horror movies. They're not horror movies. Tidal wave. You see it advertised. Tidal wave, super. That stuff could be 3 weeks away or 3 years away. But one thing about it, something is headed our way, right? Because we're not doing anything to stop it. We're not doing anything to change it. So the earth is alive. You know, like when you want to get something off of you, you're going to scratch it, you're going to itch it. If you be messing with the earth too long, the earth going to heat your behind up. It'll get a fever. You know what I mean? And that's what it's doing. It get a fever on one side and froze on the other and all of that stuff. And if the people are too dumb to see that it's 70 degrees at the Arctic, so what? That's okay. What the heck? Right? If they that stupid, and then you read the scriptures and you see, man, this is like it was then. That's our guideline is we reading scripture. We said, boy, look at here. That's what we're reading. We're reading the scriptures. And we're associating with, hey, you know. And they always talk, they said the earth was destroyed once by water. Next time it'll be destroyed by fire. Well, you might get both of them. The fire may come up from here and the water may come up to here, and they just be, everything over here is drowned and everything over here is burned. You cannot play. If you get sick, right, you get a temperature. The temperature is to try to get that thing out of you, or change your body temperature to get that thing right, to heat it up, or get the chills or shivers or freeze it out. But you got to, because it's used to that temperature their body is trying to get rid of it. The earth is a living organism. Okay, and these people are too dumb. Something's wrong with them. I don't care what nobody says, something is wrong with them. They're not responding. It don't make no difference what you do, right? What just happened at the bazillion-dollar flood in China? California's burning up again, headed this way, headed that way. They have a few programs on the thing, and then they go on about their business. And the white boys jump on the thing and go out to space. Hey, it's all right with me. You know, it's not, I don't feel like I told you so. But sometime, just 2% of the time, you might, of course, we're going to continue to work. But every now and then, you be thinking about, okay, sucker, you so bad, go ahead. Go on. Yeah. Let me get me a seat. I dare you. Go ahead. Keep on acting like you're acting. You want to act like a fool, you got a hard head, make a soft behind. A soft behind, make a hard, something like that, whatever, right? Every now and then, you want to tell people, oh yeah, you so bad, huh? Yeah. Because see, when you get old, you don't plan to be around forever no more, and you're happy with what you happy with it, with what you done had. Oh, go ahead. You bad MF. You so bad. Yeah, go ahead. with your bad behind, right? Yeah, go ahead. You so bad. You don't want to listen to nobody. Like we tell our kids, oh, you don't want to pay no attention? Get on then. Yeah. Yeah, you so bad, just jump out there and see. If you live, just wait 2-3 years. You're going to find out why, because there's a 99% chance that they're going to run up against the exact wall that everybody else ran up against. Because it's natural if they're doing certain things. So every now and then, they come in talking out the side of their mouth, say, oh yeah, get on with your bad self. See what happens. Okay. Think somebody old, out of date, don't know nothing? Yeah. Get on out there. Yeah, see what's happening. Right? When they come strolling back in, what I tell mine is, I say, when it hits you